a bird has made her nest underneath the roof of the carport. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sid, and in today's video I am going to be continuing the expansion of my guinea pig enclosure. Behind me is my female guinea pig enclosure, which also has some neutered males in it. And originally I built it off of the side of a carport in my backyard, and now I have decided to connect it to that carport that I built it off of the side of. In my last video, I put in the poles which were going to help expand the carport, and if you watch that, you will see that I kind of struggled to do that. So in this video, I am going to be connecting everything with wooden beams and chicken wire, and I really don't think I'm going to be able to do that all by myself, so I'm going to get a little bit of help from my mum. So to start off with, I'm going to go purchase those wooden beams, bring them back, cut them up, and start attaching them.
Okay, check out time.
Yep. Watch out. Okay, so now I'm just going to measure up where I need to cut the beam. And the beams only came in this size, so I had to get the size that was a little bit oversized, so I need to cut them down a little bit. So I'm doing this sort of just unorthodox. I'm just using some permanent marker to mark where I want to cut them. Okay. So the way that I am going to affix this beam to this part of the enclosure is by using a bracket. So that is what I am going to attach down here so that I can then attach the beam. So now I'm going to attach a bracket to the top part there. So that's where the bracket is currently sitting, and I'll just move all of those vines out of the way to get the wooden beam in there. And perfect. Yeah, I am. Also, in the time that I've been building the expansion to this enclosure, a bird has made her nest underneath the roof of the carport. So there's the door to the guinea pig cage, and then she has made her nest under there. Okay, so now I'm going to be attaching beams to the roof part of this enclosure. So yeah, I'll be attaching a beam from that pole and then connecting it to the wooden part of the underneath of the carport, and then I'll be doing the same with that one, and then another one on the end there And then I'll be covering it all up with chicken wire and shade cloth so that it is all nice and enclosed. So now I'm going to do the beam that attaches from that piece of wood to that piece of wood. And that is where the bird is right there, so unfortunately I think she's going to get a little bit disturbed while I do that, but I guess we'll wait and see. Oh, there she goes. So that is all of the beams and the posts completed. The very next step will be to put the chicken wire all over this and then cover that in shade cloth and then take that door off and put the door here. So to start off with, I am going to attach the chicken wire on the back side of the enclosure first. So these are the panels put on the back of the enclosure. There is one last bit we have to do. This space up the top here, we are going to cut. We have another one of these and we're going to cut it in half and put one half up there on that side and then the other half on that side. So that is what we are going to do now. My mum's up there doing that area. I tried to make her let me go up there, but she thinks she can do it quicker than me, so. Yeah, I'll do that. So this part of the enclosure is a little tricky because of the structure of it and the fact that it's high up and there's a tree right here. So the way that my mum decided that we would do this is by screwing the screw in just a little bit and then hanging the wire off of it and then unfurling the wire a little bit more and then hanging it off another screw, and it seems to be working so far, so I'm going to continue with that. So this is the upper half of the carport. Sort of done, at least pinned to the top. So it is now time to put the wire on the roof section of that part, and currently my mum is just trying to work out where the best position is to put the ladder. She's just getting the wire up there now, ready for me to screw it in. Mother bird has a worm in her mouth and she's struggling to find a way in because I put the wire there. She's finding a way. She made it to a nest. There she is, sitting in there with her babies now. This is how all that looked from my perspective. And there's one more layer of wire that has to go from there to the other end. So the second piece of chicken wire that needs to go in between that side of chicken wire and then the carport is going to be a little tricky to put up there. So wish me luck while I do that. Okay, so now we are connecting these two sections of wire together, and the way that we're going to do that is by threading this piece of wire in between each of the layers to connect them. Okay, so that is where I'm going to leave everything for the moment. All the beams are up, the chicken wire is on, and something that I did off camera was put this door on. This will not be the permanent door at all. I will be removing the door that is already on the enclosure and putting it here, but I just wanted to put this door on to see how much work I would have to do to fix this gap. Like, I wanted to be able to fill the gap in before I have to take that door off. So yeah, in the next video I will be working on putting something here to correct this gap so none of the guinea pigs can get out. And in the next video I will also be putting shade cloth over the entire enclosure here, like how the other enclosure is covered in shade cloth as well. And in the next video I will also be touching some things up on the inside and then letting the guinea pigs finally enter the new extension. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.